It doesn't have to be a bad day, though I am not great. Even though he left me undelivered the night of our date. My buddy is single and he is not doing well. But we'll all feel better at the ringing of our church bell. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice. To him we give glory. Doesn't matter if you've been cheated on 14 times. He will forgive you for all your simping crimes. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. We're the down bad patrollees. It doesn't have to be a bad day if they turn you down. If you shoot your shot, Father, and we will be so proud. Just no incels, incest, weird shit with your pets, killing spiders, starting fires, sounding 50 at recess. No begging in the chat, no fedora hats, don't let your day walk all over you like you are a doormat. No co-leaders, we are great secret keepers. Father will do his best to stop you from being a people pleaser. Come in and have a good time, call him up and get in line. After Father, we all pine communion, but without the wine, we promise it will be just fine, cause he is the divine. This is your sign to join the down bad hotline. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice. To him we give glory. Doesn't matter if you've been cheated on 14 times. He will forgive you for all your simping crimes. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. We're the down bad patrollees. Our Father who art in Chicago, blessed be thy name. It doesn't have to be a bad day, though I am not great.
Hello, it's me, Father Tuck. Let me put some music on. How's everyone doing? Some vibey little background music. Where can we find the Discord link? Rowan's floating around. He'll probably throw it in there. Hi, Rowan. Hello, Father. I'm good. How are you? My stomach is a fucking nightmare right now. I might be a little grumpy today. I'm sorry. But I woke up like just goddamn, just like nauseous and shit. And the other part, in and out, I'm a little fucked up. So. This song's vibey. Shockweb, your name's Yellow. You never see a yellow name. I like that. How you doing? What's good, Father? Yo, Tucky, how's the cat? The cat's doing fine. She's in the other room, though, because there's a lot of wires that go into this. If you could see how shitty my setup is, it's hilarious. There's a lot of wires that are involved, and the cat loves wires. And she'll fucking pull everything out of the camera. I have strep. Oh, Jesus Christ. Get your booster or something? No. I'm constantly unhealthy. Show the cat no, because I have to go get the cat, and if I get the cat, then she's in here. And if she's in here, she's fucking shit up. So I can't get the cat. Once she calms down. When she's an older person. You have any other pets besides your cat? No. I only trust myself with one pet. Nice hair today. Thanks. It looks greasy as shit. I look like the rooster from Chicken Run. Like the little hang down thing. Fuck, a little angsty right now. Your local broadcast from an abandoned church. This church is not abandoned. There's people. Ghosts. Constantly unhealthy about that. Also, today we're having Dex come in again. He's going to be a Friday guy. He's going to come in around 5:30. Or 4:30. I don't know. Wherever you are at. In the next 30 minutes. He'll show up. Get a hamster. The cat will eat the fucking hamster. No. Bet My Fortune with the daily 1 sub. Always appreciated and always remembered. Legendary. The word I like to use is consistent for Bet My Fortune. Am I online? I am not.
Today is about how to forgive yourself. The idea that you carry this burden for
I didn't know the song had a little background check talking about forgiving yourselves. Very down bad patrol. But anyway, we've hit the 5-minute mark, which means it's time to get into the calls. My cat eats bugs. Well, then make sure she has heartworm medication. Up first, Audrey. Audrey.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so I don't know if you remember me or not. I called way back in like May. I went by a different name at the time, but so basically my story was that I was in a relationship, well, still am in a relationship with this guy, and I was having like kind of doubts. I didn't really quite know. And then there was also this other guy that I was kind of interested in. I don't know if you remember at all.
No offense, but that, that's a long time ago, and I've heard 13 stories between here and then that's the exact same thing. But regardless.
Yeah. So yeah, I have a little bit of an update as well as a need for help.
Okay.
So as far as like this other dude I was interested in, because I've been away for the whole summer and we're just now getting back. I could not care less about him romantically. I just realized it was kind of just like a come and go thing. So that was just a phase I got out of.
Okay.
But as far as my actual boyfriend goes, I've been thinking a lot over the summer, and just I don't think it's right to continue this, because not only am I starting to not show interest, I'm also starting to pick up on some red flags that I probably shouldn't have let slide.
Okay.
So I was kind of wondering, what do you think is the best way to do it without I don't know, because I don't want him to feel like it's entirely his fault, but at the same time, I don't really know what to
There's
do.
no perfect way to break up with someone. First of all, breaking up with someone is
Right.
the worst part about everything. I'd rather lose a finger than break up with someone. Personally,
Right.
it's just the worst thing. It's a lot of emotion, and you're the one hurting someone, even though it's it's better for both of you. But it's like punishing a dog. Or have you ever seen Harry and the Hendersons? How old are you? I'm sure you haven't seen Henry.
I'm 20, so I don't know.
That's like that classic scene where, in the movies, where you gotta make a pet leave. It's like, get out of here. We don't want you anymore, even though they really want you. But it's better for them to just get out of there. Harry and the Hendersons is a fantastic, stupid movie. It's about Bigfoot. But regardless, anyway, when you break up with someone, like you said, you don't want them to feel like it's all their fault or whatever. But there's only so many ways you can do it, and it always comes off. When you're getting broken up with, the first thing you think is what did I do wrong? Unless it's a toxic relationship, but you know what I mean? He's gonna have negative connotations about it anyways. If you go into it with the "it's not you, it's me" spiel, that's not gonna really change anything. So it's just gonna have to
I've
hurt.
heard that before.
It's gonna have to. I mean,
Sorry.
well, regardless, I think a lot of times when you say "it's not you, it's me," you really mean it. You know what I mean? I'm not happy. You're a great person, but I'm just trying to get out of here. But
Right.
regardless, it doesn't help anything. So when you break up with someone, I can give you tips on how to make it a clean get out of their break, but I can't tell you how to make them feel good about getting broken up with, because that's damn near impossible.
Okay, I guess I'll take what I can get. So.
Okay. Well, I always suggest when you break up with someone, you make sure that you don't do it at your house. Make sure you do it
Right, I
at
remember you told me that last time.
yes, their house, so you can skedaddle and get out of there. And also don't make it a conversation, because
Right.
people are always going to try and argue their way back in. And then sometimes, the people, I'm not saying manipulative, but people are good at debate and arguing. And then you're like, okay, well, maybe you'll change or whatever, and then you get stuck in it for another 3 months and it doesn't work out. And then you just have to do it again. So just make sure it's clear and concise. Don't have to give all your reasons, but you can just be straight up listen, I'm not happy, but I think we need to take a break, or we need to get this is over, and I just need to get out of here, and we could talk in a little bit, but let's both mull this over for a couple days, and then I'll text you back or whatever. But I'm walking away. Then you walk away, and then you throw your phone to the side, you watch a movie, you eat some cereal for a couple days, and then if you want to talk about it further, you can talk about it further. But let the insanity die. It's still going to be high tension, but those first 2 days are like manic. So just let it smooth over and then go back into it if you need to.
Okay, so I've got a couple questions. So first, so it slipped my mind. The first one will come back. The second one was we all kind of have the same friends, so I don't know how that dynamic is going to work. I don't know if it's going to be very healthy for us to see each other, even if it's in a group setting. So I don't really know how to approach that.
Right. Okay. I thought you were gonna do both of them, but the first one with that is you chat where you ate, and I don't think that's the wrong thing. Like most people meet people they date through friends, and that's like everyone's biggest fear is like when you end up dating someone in a friend group, you're like everything's gonna go to shit. But it's what are you gonna stay in the friend group? I mean, you're gonna stay in the relationship just for the friend group? No, it's not gonna happen. This is gonna end eventually if you're thinking about these things right now anyway. So worrying about what's gonna happen afterwards there's no point. That's out of your control. The fact of the matter is you want to get out. And if things go south or whatever and things get all a little bit mixed up, that's humanity. You might lose a couple friends, there might be a friend divorce, or shit might work out. You have no control on how people think are going to handle the situation. So don't worry about that. It's scary, I get it, but I'm also worried I'm going to get mugged on the street every day, and that's a dumb fear because it's just going to happen. It might just happen. It's out of my control.
Okay, I guess that does make sense. Also, my second question, I just remembered. So, so both of us live in different apartments, but he has a roommate, so I don't really quite and he lives in a very, very tiny on-campus apartment, so like, I don't really want him to like hear or like try and get involved. So what do I do about that?
You could do it in like don't do it like at a restaurant like the movies, but like go to a bench in a park or something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because it's like it's public, but it's better than being at your place. Because if he just doesn't leave, that's a fucking nightmare. So,
God, yeah.
Just do like a quiet area. Like I don't think he's gonna make a scene. He might make a scene, whatever. But that's also an excuse to walk away and be like, "Whoa, okay, let's take a second, and just kind of.
Yeah.
I'll give you some time to think this over, and then you can just walk away.
Okay, it's rough for me to deal with this stuff, but because I'm autistic, so I don't get social cues. But
Right.
it's nice to have you help me. So I really want to thank you so much.
No problem. Listen, autistic or not, autistic adds another level of this being horrifying. But
Yeah.
even if you're what's it called? What is it?
Neurodivergent.
No, the other. What was it? What is it when you're not neurodivergent? What is it?
Neurotypical.
Neurotypical. I didn't want to say
yeah.
neuronormal. I know that's not correct. But when you're neurotypical, it's also terrifying because you're reading too much into it. But if you don't even know what to read into, that's also a different level of scary. So I wish you the best of luck. You're going to be fine. This is part of being a person. But, you just got to get it done. You got to rip off that Band-Aid.
Okay, hopefully I come back with a good update.
Well, I as good as it can be. Breaking up with someone's never good.
Yes.
But I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too.
What a sweet person. Default setting? That's not correct. That's not correct. Is father wearing shorts? No, I'm wearing sweatpants. Because I am feeling bummy today. Ugh. Fellas and ladies. And the third option. I am hurting today. Anyways, Baseball Jones. You root for the Orioles, you weenie?
Yeah.
Whatever. I really don't even care about baseball. I don't know why I said that. Anyways, what can I do for you?
All right. So I don't have any advice that I need, but I have a funny elementary or middle school story to tell.
Those are the best. All right.
Yeah, I was listening to one of the podcasts from March. So anyway, all right. So in 6th grade, I was very clueless about everything, and especially hints.
Yeah, everyone.
And so yeah, obviously. So one day we had English class, right? And it was like a locker clean out day. And I was sitting at the front of the room and we were doing word searches. And I don't know, something with English. I'm not good with word searches either, so I was really focusing on it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is random, but and then this one girl came up to me, right? And she was like there was no one else around really. There's like one person in the back of the room. And she wrote upside down on my word search paper, "You're dreamy," right?
You're dreamy?
Yeah.
Okay. That's wild.
Which I feel like I feel like if she would have just said it, things might have gone better in the next couple of parts here. So anyway, also this was like 7 years ago, so
Yeah.
it's even okay. So then it took me a minute to read it because it was upside down, so I had to turn the paper. I read it, and my first thought wasn't, "Oh wow, this girl just said this." It was, "Oh no, my word search is ruined." So
Okay.
so I just looked at her, and she was looking at me, and then there was a garbage can right next to where I was sitting,
Right.
and I just what'd you say?
No, I said right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I just slid the whole word search packet into the garbage can.
Oh.
and then and then she just looked at me again, walked away, and I don't even think it was a prank because there was nobody around there to see, and she wasn't even laughing or anything.
Bro.
And then like a minute later, I was like, "Wow, I just did that."
Dog.
Like yeah,
Oh, I don't know if that's like a bag fumbled. I just feel bad for the girl in that
yeah. I didn't
situation.
even do it like that. Like imagine you like first time. It was probably her first time telling anybody, and then I just like slid the whole page into a garbage can.
That the craziest thing about that is like a girl calling a guy dreamy. Like that's like 1950s lingo in my head. Like, oh,
Yeah, I know.
he's such a dreamboat, that man. Like it's just like, oh, dreamy. And that's something that if I was in 7th grade, someone wrote you dreamy, I'd be like, does that mean I'm hot? What do you mean I'm like? I would confuse the shit out of me. 1, 2, I would assume it's a prank. 3, you did ruin my word search. I'm not gonna blame you for all these things. She made some mistakes, but you know, you definitely could have handled that better. Is this one of those things you think about a lot before you go to bed?
Not really. I mean, the fact that I haven't had a girlfriend in my life is kind of like that, but it's not. It wasn't really that much of a.
Unrelated but related kind of situation.
Yeah, and I was just telling my friends the other day at lunch, and we were laughing so hard. It was so funny because they remember when it first happened too, and going back on, it's like, wow, that happened.
Are you in high school?
Doesn't even feel real. Yeah, I'm a junior.
So that was 7th grade.
6th.
Is that 7 years ago? 6th to junior, or do you just throw out a random number? Hyperbole.
It's either 6 or 7. Look, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 6.
Okay. God, I'm so bad at math. Regardless, you know, it doesn't matter if you. I don't want to say this, even if you don't give a shit. Not having a girlfriend as a junior is not that big of a fucking deal. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I know.
Most people don't.
I'm not worried about it.
And you know, it's good to practice. That's what I always say. But it's not gonna last in high school. Normally, it doesn't, unless you're that type of person. There's always those people who get married in college. You know any shit like that. But you know, focus on yourself right now, boy. Next time a girl writes a note to you that says you're dreamy, act on it. That's all I gotta say to you.
Yeah, I'm getting my confidence up a little bit, joining like a club that is just speaking in front of people. So yeah, next time, also I won't be like 10. So
did you know in America the number 1 fear is public speaking?
I believe it.
And the number 2 is death. People are more afraid of talking than they are. They would rather be.
I think I've heard that one a few times.
It's like they would rather be in the casket than the one speaking at the funeral, which is insane. I got good at public speaking when I was young just because I have an attention whore. But besides that, dude, you just get it done and do the public speaking classes. That's going to help so much. Because then you can just talk to someone at the fucking grocery store. It gets a lot easier. So yeah, good job getting into that class.
That's the thing too. Because like I feel like back then I was confident and then I got like less confident, you know, like early years of high school and stuff. But I'm like, I need to get more confidence.
Yeah,
so
that's how high school tears you down and builds you up. So I'm glad you're in the build-up phase.
Mm-hmm. All right, too.
Bless your heart, son. People gave me money, so I'm going to talk about that real quick. Small Toes, number 3, subscribe at Prime. Good luck with your small toes. And Saki, I can never say your name. I know who you are, though. Saikkunm. No, I can't. I'm so dyslexic. Jesus Christ. Thank you for the Prime sub. Next up is Bet My Fortune. Okay. Did anyone do anything before that? I don't think they did. No, that was 7 days ago. Okay. Anyway, up next, Pizza Boy.
Hello.
Hi, do you know who Jack Stauber is?
Jack Stauber, yes, I know who Jack Stauber is.
Okay. Here's that whole thing about Pizza Boy. But anyway, what can I do for you?
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you something.
Okay.
I wanted some advice, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've called him before about this, but there's this girl at my school. Kind of got a crush on her, and yeah, I don't know how to like befriend her and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I told you this before. I said she was shy and stuff, but I didn't mean like she doesn't have friends, you know. She's like in a group. 'Cause here at the schools,
Yeah.
we have like groups, yeah.
That's a tough one.
So, yeah, yeah.
Trying to break into a gaggle of girls. Like, even if the one you like is gonna be appropriate to you, someone in that group's gonna roast your ass. So you just the worst part about that is you just gotta, if you can't get her alone, which sounds creepy, you shouldn't like manipulate the
Yeah.
situation to get her alone. But if you can't find her alone,
Um,
just make it into like a goofy joke. Like if you're in gym class and the ball rolls over to her, like pick it up, you know, be like, "Hey, you're cute," and run away, kind of thing. Just make it silly. Like so, if like you're gonna get laughed at regardless. You might as well be part of the joke, and then you have her attention. So if like you run,
Yeah.
or if they're all heading out of the locker, you just walk up, be like, "Hey," and they all turn towards you, and you're like, whatever her name is, like, "Sally, I think you're adorable. I'll see you on Monday," and you just cook out of there. And then like it's awkward as shit, but you had the confidence to do it in the first place, so it's less awkward than it possibly can be. And then at the very least, she knows who you are now, and she might like you, and she might think about you, and people are gonna roast you. But regardless, you shot your shot.
So basically, just make myself a fool.
Yes, that's what love
Which,
is.
which
That's what love is making yourself a fool over and over again.
like I'm not afraid to be the butt of the joke.
There you go. That's what it's all about,
So
dude.
so I've got that covered.
All right,
Okay.
all right, Pizza Boy. Wish you the best of luck.
Alright.
Bless your
Wish you too, Paul. Thank you.
Hey, Daddy. Hey. It's funny because 1,000 bits? Who gave me 1,000 bits? Robert, thank you. And 100 bits. Thank you. Very nice of you. Can you make the queue bigger? Well, if we make it bigger, then everyone can get in, and that makes it less special. Gaston, you've been waiting forever. Gaston. Gastron?
Yeah, hi there.
Hi.
Hi there. I have a bit of a story. It's a couple years old now. It's most of the situation's over, but this seemed like a good place to put it, and it was just really funny, honestly, in my opinion.
Okay.
So I'm 23 now, and this is when I was a freshman.
In high school or college?
High school.
Okay.
High school. So we were a military family, moving around a bunch, and initially we were. I found when I was in high school and freshman, I found a girl that we were kind of fooling around, kind of semi-dating, that kind of stage.
Yeah. Situationship.
Totally. And so, come to find out that my father works with her. Works with her mother.
Okay.
But the thing is that her mother is his superior,
Oh.
and me and him share the same name. Like, not in junior wise. Like, we have different middle names. And so, if you say our names together, you wouldn't know who was who.
Huh.
And so, when she told her mom that she was dating my name, it sounds like she is dating my father.
Oh.
And so it came up to she essentially pulling my father into her office and him getting reamed for me dating her daughter.
Your dad could speak up and say, "I'm not dating a teenager." I think that could be easily figured out.
From what I figured out, it was that she was just too angry to even.
Oh yes,
hear
interject.
that.
Yes.
And it was just like hearing it and like looking back nowadays. Oh, it's hilarious in the moment of like him coming home afterwards and like not screaming at me, but like getting angry. It's like,
yeah.
How am I supposed to fucking know?
Jesus Christ, that's fucking tough. I know what you're talking about in terms of being too afraid to say anything because someone's so angry. Do you mind if I interject my own little down bad story?
Totally. Let me just finish
You go ahead.
After that, we had to end our relationship there. It was like, nope, we're not doing that. We're not going to do it.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot to begin with anyways, and that's hard to fight back against. So I understand you dropping the ball like that. But in terms of my shit, in middle school, in 7th grade, I had a teacher. I'm not going to say her name, but she was not great. And we had like beef. You know, like you have beef with a teacher where like you both kind of like we'll just keep like going on, but we really don't like each other. And
Absolutely. Yeah.
it was right before winter break. And it was like, you know, the day before you go on winter break, you just kind of like fuck around and watch movies and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we're all doing that, and one of my I wrote a love letter. I was just like it was a dumb bit. I don't remember what it was, but I was writing a love letter to nobody. Like I was just being a dork. And I remember I wrote like, "You ooze greatness. I love you like a piece of popcorn." Something, something, something. And then my friend's like, "You should leave that on Mrs. Blank's desk." And I was like, "Oh, that'd be funny." Just as like a little prank.
Oh, no.
And then my friend said, "You should also sign it." And I was like, "Okay." Like, obviously, she's going to think this is a joke, right? Because I hate her and I'm a child.
Oh no.
So
Oh.
I wrote it and put it on her desk. And then we all went to lunch. And I came back from lunch. And the teacher was like, "Hey, can you go talk to the principal real quick?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." Like, I was so oblivious.
Oh.
Like, I had no idea what was going on. And then
Oh my god.
I went up to the teacher's principal's office, and she gave me like a stern, really aggressive talking to that like pretty much I'm a little pervert and you can't bang your teacher, and like it was just like, I was just glazed over, couldn't even open up my mouth to say it was a joke, like so embarrassed. And she was just talking like you gotta understand, like that's fucking weird, like you're never gonna date your teacher, you shouldn't even have these thoughts, like I'm gonna call your mother, whatever the fuck. And I was like, oh my God. And I had to finish the day in the same room as the teacher. Luckily, when I came back on Christmas break, no one remembered, nor did the teacher even give a shit. But they told my mother. But when I came home, my mom was like, "So what happened?" And I told her the whole thing. She's like, "That's fucking stupid. She should have known that was a joke." And I was like, "Yes, Mom, of course, yes. Thank you for being
Holy
on my side."
shit.
But it was like the most awkward thing I've ever been a part of. That's like I think about
feel
that a lot. That's tough.
So hard. Yeah, that's the worst. I'm so sorry for that.
Yeah, I mean, it made me who I am today. But regardless, we both have been dumb, and it's good to not, look back on it and realize we were dumb. So we're both better for who we are now, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Bless your heart, Gastron.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Also, that whole call, I was thinking about something that someone put in the chat, which was, first of all, they gave me bits. Hold on. Where was it? Oh, Big Sexy, 100 bits. Love your content. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. But that's not who I'm talking about. Robber gave me another sub. I think am I going too far back? I might be. Yeah, I went too far back. 23 Rami 47 says, with 145 bits from Cleveland, feel bad for you Chicago people. Hope this helps. I want to let you know that no one thinks about Cleveland. Okay? Cleveland is a nothing town. Cleveland is a place that you land on a layover and you count every minute while you're there because you don't want to be there. Okay? Chicago's better than Cleveland. Yes, we have more crime. We have more people. All right? More culture. Don't ever put Cleveland above anything, let alone Chicago. Okay? All right? All right. I'm glad we had this talk. Anyway. Up next. Hi, gas cars matter.
Hello.
What a hot stance to take.
Well, I may or may not have an interesting story.
Okay.
So, for context, I am 15 and I am 6'2".
Good for you.
Well, the thing is, a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I believe, my friend passed by and I was doing community service.
Okay.
So, like 2 minutes later after this happened, she texts me saying, "My mom thinks you're hot."
That's tight.
It is, and it's happened multiple times before, and I don't know what to do at this point.
Don't do anything. Don't, that's pedophilia if the mom comes on to you. You don't want to be dealing with that. That's just creepy. Even though it sounds hot, it's going to be weird. It's going to affect you mentally for a long time. But at the end of the day, let's ride with that. Ride with that energy. Have the confidence. Adults think you're pretty. So girls your age are probably going to think you're pretty too.
It gives me a really big confidence boost because I don't even look my age. So it helps out.
Yeah. Dog. Yeah, you're 15 and you haven't jumped into the swimming pool yet, but once you're in there, you're going to be aware that, you got to do well. So just keep that aware. Keep your confidence. Go into it like you're gonna win because you probably are, and run the world for a little bit.
Yeah. Also, I was dating this girl for like 3 days, and like on the third day, she's like, "Can we be friends? Because I'm lesbian."
That's what happens when you're 15. That's okay.
Yeah. She was like, "Oh, I'm lesbian," and then there's this friend because she hooked us up, and she just makes fun of me all the time.
Right.
Yeah, so it's kind of pretty normal, but really take fault for it.
Everyone's figuring out who they are at your age, so that's just how it goes. Don't think too much about that. Just stay the course. You're tall, handsome, dark and handsome, whatever. Just people are interested. Keep that mentality. All right.
All right,
All right. Bless your heart.
listen.
23. Sorry, 23 Brahmi. I did talk shit to you. Letting you know. I know there was an ad there, but I talked a lot of shit to you. Talked a lot of shit. I'm not going to do it again. Just be aware that Cleveland's not better than any other place in the world. Literally bottom of the barrel. So watch your mouth. Lebo. Oh, actually, hold on. I'm going to put you back in 1 second. I'll be right back. I got to get my brother in here. It's Dex time. Where is he? Is he in? Nope. 1 second. Let's go. Play a little music. Is Rowan in chat? I don't know. Thank you for the 100 bits. You tool. Robber, 100 bits from you too. Thank you. Ayo is Dex, baby. He says, yeah, bitch. All right. Dex, if you're listening, hop into the, I don't know. How did I do this last time? Fuck, how did I do this last time? We'll get you. I don't see you anywhere. Just hop into the regular chat like we did last time so I can drag you in there. There he is. Okay. Did that work? It did not. Rowan, can you put Dex in here? I'm sorry. He's in the Down Bad hotline chat. The Down Bad hangout. Now he's disappeared. Where'd he go? No, he's still there. Fuck me. Why can't... Hey, bud.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I was, hi.
Let me put on your little graphic here. This is Deacon Dex, everybody. If you didn't know, he's my brother, and he gives bad advice, so he's good to have him. I gotta stop saying that. You don't give bad advice. He gives opposite advices of me.
I just give my own advice. And, yeah. Half hour. Waiting for my call in, bro. Tell me it's gonna be sooner. It's fine. I got time to burn.
You do.
Just, yeah, I know.
So don't act like you don't.
Whatever. There were several calls that I had wished I was there for, and also I kept zoning out. But that story about the teacher thing you were talking about, did you steal that from me?
The piece of popcorn thing?
I thought you left her a note.
I did, but I wrote that I love you like a piece of popcorn is from you, but I put it on that note.
Never mind. Misunderstood. It sounded like a mix of like two of my whatever.
Yeah.
Just what? Good.
Okay.
What grade was that?
7th. You know the teacher.
Oh, what a bitch, dude.
I know,
The worst.
fucking
The
sucks.
worst. What a, oh, ugh.
Me and Dex both hate this person. Everyone's saying hi to you, Dex. Jets4, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it.
She's kind of hot for a teacher though, so I can get why
No,
she was kind of.
if you look back on it, she wasn't. She was just like the only.
No, I know. Yeah, she's kind of looks like Shrek a little bit.
Yeah, but she was the only
Yeah.
person under 40 at that school. So.
Yeah, but I was about it.
All right, in here is
Yeah.
Lebobot. I'm so fucking zonked right
Gassy and gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gross.
now. Hi, Lebo.
Hey,
What can we
Oh,
do
hi.
for you?
so a quick question before I start this story, which I kind of need help with. Is a mate's ex off limits? A mate's cousin off limits?
No, I don't think so.
Well, what is it? First cousin?
Yeah.
Do they only see each other on holiday? Like, are they like brother and sister level of homies?
No, they don't see each other too often.
Even if they were, just do it.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's a cousin.
It's a
Yeah.
cousin.
It's fine.
Dumb
Yeah,
dumb.
yeah. Actually, wouldn't even hesitate on that, dog. Just get in there. Now that I'm thinking about it, gotta get in the zone for this. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, that was kind of my mindset.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Like just before December, I found out I had her on Snap, his cousin, and I started talking to her, even though he specifically told me not to.
Oh, you
You
didn't say
And
didn't say that. Okay. You
yeah,
didn't put
yeah.
that part in there.
I probably should have done that. But like I completely forgot he had told me to because I forgot I added her, and it was like before lockdown in Australia. And
Okay.
yeah, so like up until like the end of January, I was like, damn, okay, I actually kind of like this chick, and I knew she liked me. So I was like, okay, maybe I should tell him. And when I told him, he was like, yeah, I already know. I had no clue how he knew, but I think he just expected.
Because they're cousins.
Yeah, it's probably a thing.
Nah, but she didn't tell him.
Okay, I'm just kidding. Go on. Sorry.
Nah, all good. And then after I told him, it was like, don't take her out for Valentine's because like Valentine's are just up around the corner. Even though like I really liked her, and I tried not to question him because I felt dog, but then I kind of told her what he told me, and she was like, "Fuck him."
Yeah.
And yeah, so I kind of took her out, and then he got kind of mad, and she really liked me. I really liked her, and then I was like, you know what? Maybe I take a step back because I'm feeling pretty dog towards him, and a couple weeks after that, I think she thought that like I just lost interest in her, so then she blocked me.
Hmm.
Oh,
And
damn. That's kind of cold.
I really liked her as well, so that's why it was kind of fun. And then like straight after, I was feeling really shitty, so I just like got straight into a rebound relationship, which I'm only realizing like around now with the rebound relationship.
Right.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I broke up with her because I realized it's not what I like. She was hot. She was like really all there, but it was just not working for me.
Okay.
And I'm realizing now that it was a rebound. And a couple days ago, his cousin popped up on my feed on TikTok with her new boyfriend, and now it's just like all those feelings come back up, and I don't really know what to do.
Okay. Well, you
I
can't.
never really got my shot at trying to get with that.
How old are you?
16.
All right. Okay. Listen. Nothing you can do about that. It's not like a blown shot. Shit just went south. And like that, regardless of how you played that, you would not still be dating at this point. Knowing the entire
Yeah.
backstory, like there was a lot of bullshit, and it's high school. You would be what, 15, 14 when you started dating her?
We didn't even date. We just
Well, if
I
you
took her
did
out on a
date,
date, and then yeah,
yeah, you'd have been
I would have
kids.
been 15.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't lose a shot. You got the best of the situation out of it. Being in lockdown, you're flirting with a pretty girl the whole time. You made your boy a little pissed. That's not neither here nor there. But you know, I wouldn't think this as a loss. I just don't think it was going to work out in the first place. Not to burst your bubble. It's nothing against you, but you're just a kid. When you're a kid, that shit fades pretty quick. So
Yeah.
it's gonna hurt, but it's gonna have to hurt. Like Dex, when he got his leg stuck in a wall, it's gonna have to hurt. So
Wall.
it was whatever. We're not gonna get into that. But
Okay. You brought it up.
in this situation, you know, be happy for what you got because I don't think you really lost here. I think you did well. Dex, what's your?
I have some questions and stuff. So how I don't know if we already asked this, but how tight are you with the kid? Or were you?
Oh, my mate.
Your boy,
I'm
yeah.
really good. I'm like pretty good mates with him. Like one of my best mates. So
You know
that's why I
what's-
was kind of confused when he was
Yeah.
saying like, "Nah, don't do it."
I got you, bro.
Are you still boys?
Yeah.
we're still boys.
Tucker, I just want to let you know that I only realized like literally 45 seconds ago that I did this exact same thing at the exact same age with one of my very good friends, and his cousin lived in Ohio, and I had a picture of or a text from her, and he saw it, and that's how he found out, and he was fucking pissed. But let me tell you right now, dude. It's a cousin, so it doesn't even fucking matter. So just ride it out. We're still homies, and you'll be fine. So I think that I agree with Tucker. I think you got to just, kill some time, and it's fine. And we all it's fine. Just and did the rebound take your mind off of it pretty good
Like
initially?
for
Oh,
for a little
Jesus
bit.
Christ.
Okay, time for a new rebound.
Yeah.
Just
No,
keep doing it.
Don't
and
listen to him on this. Don't listen
If
to
you
him.
want it to permanently take things off, I mean, if it did it,
I
it's
knew
kind
when
of just
you
like it'll keep working.
when you brought the fact that you had a rebound to get out of this, I heard Dex like shuffle in his seat and get all perky and excited because that's like his go-to plan to get over someone is to just bang around. It didn't help, did it?
Not really.
Oh,
Maybe like
Yeah, it's because you gotta keep doing it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Listen.
All right. Well, you get my points. I made my points. They've been made. You can tell him yeah. Whatever, bro.
listen.
I hope the best for you.
Yeah, I wish you the best of luck. I think you're doing fine. I wouldn't overthink the situation. It's not like you weren't good enough for her. It was just a messy situation to begin with. So
Oh yeah.
keep up
No,
the
yeah.
confidence. You got this shit. All right?
Yeah.
Lebo?
okay.
Okay. Bless your heart.
Fuck yeah, dude. Get after it.
I do want to make a statement because the last time we talked about dating sisters, and this is kind of on the same level, people came after me pretty hard in the TikTok comments. It's not the fact when a guy says don't date my sister. Excuse me, God, I'm so gassy. People are saying like, oh, well, that's the brother taking ownership over the girl, and that's fucked up. And it's more about the power dynamic of like the family, and you're showing up, and you're like, doing shit with the sister, and it just makes the boyfriend uncomfortable or the brother uncomfortable, and you don't want to ruin that relationship. That's what it's about. It's not about like him being like, well, no, I get to pick who she dates. It's just like you're already boys, and it makes it weird that like you go over to his house not to see him, you go over to see the sister, and like it's kind of weird if he's around there. It's just an awkward situation. That's why.
Yeah, dude, and don't kiss my fucking sister,
Okay,
bro.
that's the point I'm trying not to make. But at the end of the day, if it's a cousin, that's just straight up taking ownership over a woman. That's just being like, no, you can't have her. Like, you have no real fucking connection to this person besides the fact that your mom's sister had her baby. That's it.
Unless you know that like the kid's a shitbag and is gonna
Yes,
be a bad
exactly.
person
That's
to
just
her.
advice, though. At that point, it's just like stay away because you're a piece of
Be
shit.
a good person.
Yes.
Yeah, you shouldn't let any girl go into a relationship with somebody.
Banana, thank you for the subscription to tier 1. I wasn't cutting you off. I was just reading I was cutting you off.
No, yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, you did. I mean, you did cut me off.
Up next, Slick. Is this our Slick?
I don't know. I'm nervous.
It's not our Slick. Hi, Slick.
Okay.
How you doing, Father?
Good. What can I do for you?
So this time something different. I dated this girl maybe like 2 years ago, and she's a teen mom, so that's what complicated things. And eventually we agreed that it'd be better if we just kind of stayed friends, but with like benefits. And I was like, good enough for me.
Yeah.
So that went
Yeah, I
on for
bet.
like. Damn right.
The way you
Went on-
said that, you're just like, yeah, so like we came to like agreement, a little bit of a compromise. I get everything I wanted out of the situation with zero responsibility, so
I mean, I didn't want to put it like that. That makes me sound like the bad guy, but whatever.
well, whatever. You both agreed on it. It's not like you manipulated the situation, so you're fine.
Well,
Well, a couple months go by. Well, up until recently, everything's been like fine. I see her like once a month, but I haven't seen her in the last 3.
Mhm.
And dude, I don't know. I think I caught feelings again. Like I've been with other girls, and they just don't compare to her. And I'm like, fuck, dude. I don't know.
All right, how many other girls have you been with?
2 since then, and one of them I lost a friendship over. So that wasn't
Also, how old
the
are you?
best.
And how old is she?
You're committing to things. I like it.
I'm 22 and she's 21.
Okay. All right. Well.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
This is
all
right.
an adult conversation.
This is a real thing. Yeah. Holy
I thought I was
shit.
talking to like a 16-year-old or something, but
How old is the kid?
The kid is 4,
Roughly.
turning 5. Yeah.
okay.
Fuck.
So here.
Okay.
What age were you would be okay with you, Dex?
Well, no, it's just any age is going to be scary, I think. Fuck, you could have said I'd prefer it probably the child to not be talking, maybe, I guess. It would be cooler, maybe? I don't know.
Regardless.
Seems scary. They're mean to people. They just say shit that...
Yeah, kids
sorry.
are mean. Regardless, at
Yeah,
the end of the day, so if you caught feelings, first of all, I don't know. Do you think she would like be super stoked on you being like actually dating her?
No. We've already been through that.
Oh, okay. So this
and-
is not a question of like her having a kid. It's a question of like just the kid's not really even a part of it. It's just like you two.
Yeah, kind of. Well, I mean, it's somewhat a factor. Like, he's old enough to understand that, like, he has his own father. Like, he's
Yeah.
a separate dude, and it's a whole thing. And I'm just trying not to get like
involved.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
But if you want to date her, you gotta be, right?
Yeah, true.
Like,
but
I'm
I don't,
asking.
it's one of
I'm
those things.
asking.
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah or
Uh,
no? Like,
No, I think I know that it's bad for me. Like I know that if we were to do it, like I work graveyard shift and she works during the day. Obviously, she has to take care of her kid, so like we wouldn't have time to begin with.
Right.
So it's one of those things where I know it wouldn't work out, and yet my dumb monkey brain is attached.
So I listen. Here's why you. So you caught feelings in the 3 months that she hasn't been with you, right?
That's right.
So that's how the male brain works. And there's memes about it. Like girls get broken up with and they're torn up for the first week. Next couple months they're still thinking about them, and then long afterwards they're like, "Fuck yeah, I'm done." But with guys, it's like, "All right, it's whatever. She's not around anymore." And then you're like, "I wonder where she's at." And then you're like, just remembering the best parts of them, and you just want to be together. And it's just like the more time you're separated, the more you think the best of them. And plus, you're only seeing her like once a month before that, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like like you said, it's your dumb monkey brain. You're putting together all the best things and really missing that, but you don't know what it would be like to spend 7 days a week with this person. You don't know how slippery shit can get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm just like, I'm trying to, we need to get you out of this. That's the game plan of this call, because we both know nothing's good's going to come out of you being infatuated with this person, but you got to remember that like, it is your dumb monkey brain tricking you right now. You've seen the best of this person in short glimpses and small doses, and now that you haven't seen her in a little bit, it's just like all these good things are just like, oh fuck, I wish that was still here. But it's like heroin. You just miss getting high. It's not here. It's toxic. It's hurting your brain. It's chemicals. Dex?
True.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing too is maybe those other girls just kind of sucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
they
prob-
do, yeah.
Yeah, and like, yeah. Go on.
That brings me to another thing. This recent girl that I'm seeing. I work at Disneyland. I live in California, so
Fuck yeah, brother! That's sick.
if
All
you
right,
guys are ever in town, just hit me up.
Hey,
we can go for free.
I'm not even telling you. I fucking will. I'm about to fly there just for the free. Okay, sorry.
No
yes.
joke. Just let me know. Anyway,
I'm going to.
I see her almost every day, and she's getting really attached to me, but I don't have the same feeling towards her. And it's one of those things where, like, it's just she's making it very clear that she's getting attached, and I'm like, no, I have feelings for this other girl, and she's saying that it's fine, that she understands, but I know that, like, eventually it's gonna lead to heartbreak, and I don't want to do that.
Okay, well, you're about to get two very different advice pieces right now. I really feel like Dex is going to say something awful, and I'm going to give you the right advice. So I'm going to let Dex go first here.
Let's hear it.
I mean, you know, you don't really have to. Have you told the other girl any? Like, what have you said to her at all? Have you said like when she says that shit? What do you say?
I say I doubt it. I'm like, yeah, you say that, but you know, we've all been in that situation, and it sucks to hear that the person that you like has feelings for somebody else, and that does not.
But you told her.
I did, yeah.
Then you've done your diligence, dog. If she wants to stick around, that's on her. Like, if some girl was like, hey, dude, like, I know you really like me, but like, nah, like, I'm just kind of chilling, and then you stick around, whose fault is that?
Yeah, it's true.
All right, no. Let me jump in. You've said your piece. You said your terrible shit that I know you're exactly what you're going to say. Listen, so when a girl is in this situation, and yes, you're really not doing anything wrong, but like you said, you know it's going to end in heartbreak. And she's sticking around, not because she's just enjoying what she can get out of it, and then like, oh, I really like him, but I'm still having fun. That's not the case. She's sticking around because she thinks one day you're going to turn around. She thinks if I put enough effort in, I can change it. That's how that works. I've been in that situation like 4 times. It's going to end, and you're going to be a piece of shit at the end of it. Even though you didn't do technically anything wrong, you should have backed out when you could have.
Well, who's saying he's a piece of shit?
He will be if he stays in this for 4 months and keeps leading her on, even though he's not really leading her on. But if
he's not leading her on, he's being extremely clear.
I know, but she's gonna think that if she stays in there for long enough, it's just.
So can I ask a question to you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Who is saying is it just you telling him he's a piece of shit?
No, but she's gonna think he's a piece of shit at the end of it.
Yeah, well, no shit. But like, what the fuck, dude? Oh, I mean, I don't know, bro. You make your decisions on whose opinions matter to you, and you go from there, I think. But
he came into this saying he knows it's going to end in heartbreak, and he wants to avoid that. So I'm telling him how to fucking avoid that.
If you want to avoid it, yeah, then, stop talking to her. But again, it's kind of her own fault if there's a heartbreak, because you've made yourself clearly, abundantly clear, which, by the way, right then and there, good guy move, dude. You don't have to do that. You don't even have to do that. You're a human being, which, you know, again, that's the right thing to do, and you've done the right thing up until this point. So I think you're on the right track, and, you know, you can take whoever's advice you want to take.
So yeah, if you want to not hurt somebody, take my advice. If you want to have fun, take Dex's advice.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, maybe compromise both. Why not? Fuck it.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of A, maybe a bunch of B. Who knows? You know,
Okay,
just fucking
alright.
do what you got to do.
I wish you the best of luck, Slick. I hope you pick the right person.
Slick, I
Thank
think
you.
you got whatever you want coming to you, brother. You just hang in there. I can tell.
We'll
Yeah, just got to keep on rolling. Appreciate
Yes.
it, guys.
Hey, no
Have
problem.
a good
bud.
one.
You're gonna ruin someone's life. I'm putting you on
That
the show.
kid sounds smooth as fuck.
I mean, he sounds like he's got a good voice. First of all.
Yeah. If he shouldn't even be calling in here. He should just be going out talking to people because he would just be able to do whatever he wants. That kid's got
Up next, Bando.
the world at his fingertips.
Oh look, he's a little racer man.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I think I've talked to this guy before.
Do I know who that is?
Bando.
Oh fuck, I don't.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
You're a little far from the mic. Can you get a little closer?
That's my headset. Can you hear me okay, or?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Alright, so, I got 2 questions for you.
Okay.
First off, so, I've been going out to drag racing because our racetrack does both.
Fuck yeah.
And, I've been seeing this girl every single time I've been going, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I've been trying to figure out, how to ask her out because her mom never leaves her side. And, I recently figured out that one of my buddies, who also races Overtrack with me, Sean, knows her dad. And I figured out that her dad is a hunter that owns a crap ton of shotguns and lives where you can bury someone very easily.
Okay.
So, and they just invited me out to bowling this tomorrow, and I'm like 40% sure they're gonna invite them out too, like without telling me. So I just have absolutely no idea what to do because at this point I'm completely convinced I shouldn't go for it.
Who invited you to go bowling?
Well, so we have a race team. So
Cool.
it's just a bunch of the guys invite us out. It's like we do a bunch of hangouts. So
How old are you?
I'm 14.
Dude, that's just really quick on the race car stuff. That's fucking really cool. I'll leave that alone from there, but that's really cool.
Thanks.
You gotta
Yeah, go on.
realize, Bando, that every dad's gonna want to kill you, and you're just gonna have to push through that. Doesn't matter if you have shot. If he's willing to kill a 14-year-old boy and bury him in the woods, he's gonna do that to someone at any point. Like, he's just a psychopath. Don't worry about that. At the very least, he's gonna try and intimidate you. But that's just how every dad is, and you're gonna have to get used to that. He's not gonna kill you. He's not gonna murder you.
He won't even touch you. You got to go into it though with there's a very fine level of confidence. You don't want to come in like a fucking prick, but you're definitely gonna want to definitely match whatever hand pressure he's giving you. Look him in the fucking eye and be like, "What's up?" Give him your full name, and then just push it through there. It sounds like you guys probably will have shit in common. If his daughter's at the racetrack.
There's an art to meeting fathers. There really is.
Agreed.
It's a scary thing, but you got to realize you're like, listen, I'm not. Well, I don't know about Dex, but most of the times you're like, I'm not a bad dude, and I'm not here to just. Well, if you're meeting the dad, you're not a bad dude, right, Dex? In your situations.
What do you mean?
Sometimes in the past you've just been hooking up with people. You don't usually meet their dads, right?
Oh no, not on purpose.
Classic bad Dex advice.
Well, no.
What?
We're looking for that classic bad Dex advice.
Oh, dude.
No,
well,
'cause
yeah.
Dex doesn't always give that. No, there's no bad advice here. It's just go for it. Don't worry about it.
I can tell you how to fuck it up, but doesn't sound like that's what you want to do. I've definitely I've met a billion dads, and I've not every single time has it gone phenomenally. Some guys are just fucking cranky bastards, and you catch them on a bad day. And honestly, dude, if 99% of the time, if they're on a bad day, they'll just be like, "Get that kid the fuck away from me," and you'll be like, "All right, dude, sorry,
Yep.
whatever." And then at that point, it's over, and he doesn't want to deal with you, and you go along with your day, and you hang out at your house more than her house, because at that point, you met her dad, you're already in. So just kind of focus on the good shit.
So yeah,
and
just don't
yeah.
be worried about the situation. You're fine. Nothing's gonna happen. He might just what is it called?
Mean mug you.
Mean mug.
Just
you.
look up stuff about shotguns. You know, just be like, "Yeah, dude, that's a fucking shotgun, and I know about them." You know, that might not be the
Hewitt.
Yeah.
That helps.
Yeah, dude, you're fine. You just find common ground, run with it, and you'll be good to go.
The other thing is, this girl, my buddy who got a relationship recently, has a psycho ex, and she happens to be a redhead, and so does this girl. So he's been warning me like crazy, like, "Oh, you know, redheads are crazy." This and
That's
that,
fucking stupid. That's ridiculous.
So
I've never talked to a redheaded girl, so I don't know.
I have.
Which is kind of crazy.
It's not. They're not
I don't
all
know.
crazy. They're all just have different colored hair. It doesn't change your genetically made brain. That's ridiculous. That's just a.
But maybe be on your toes just a little bit, just in case, you know.
Well, always be on your toes. That's something you should leave here with. But you're fine. If she
Yeah.
has red hair, good dub. That's cute. It's not
Yeah,
all redheads
that's sick.
who are demons.
5'4".
All right.
Check the box.
All right. Thank you guys very much.
No problem.
Thank you, homie.
Have a
Good
one,
luck
Brandon.
on the track.
Uh,
Dude, if he's 14 on a racetrack, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I think he's called him before talking about that. Also, Dad Fish Stick. I'm sorry I skipped you. I can never remember who comes in first. The waiting room.
It's dead fish stick, dude.
Oh, that's
dead.
really far away, dude. I'm sorry. I mean, that looks like Dad Fish Stick. If you're not, I need glasses. I
You
think.
just said fish dick this time.
Okay, I'm freaking out. Hi, Dead Fish Stick.
Alright. He said it again.
No, it's Fish Stick. I'm saying Fish Stick.
Hello, Father.
Hi. Am I saying Fish Dick or Fish Dick? I'm freaking out.
I don't know.
Anyway, what can I do for you, bud?
All right. So you probably done a couple of these, but I've got homecoming coming up.
Right.
I'm a senior in high school.
Mhm.
And I asked a girl, and she didn't seem too terribly thrilled.
Right.
She pulled the whole as friends thing on me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if I should keep trying or if I should just drop it, say it's fine, don't worry about it, and just let it roll and go with my friend group.
Go with the friend group.
Dude, it would be just like on so many different levels a baller fucking move on your part to just hit the friend group and be like, actually, you know what? No.
Yeah, like listen, you're not that into it. It's fine. I can read the room. You just you go with your boys.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that. I'd be like, hey man, I would not. What are you talking about? Don't be like, hey, I can tell you don't want to. You make it that you don't fucking want to, dude. Fuck her. She's being the as friends thing. That's insulting. That's fucking annoying.
I tried really hard, man.
Listen,
we went
yeah,
to like
I bet you did. I can tell, dude.
And we were working the concession stand together.
Yeah.
And I tried to pull her out like during sunset to ask. It was a great one. Great clouds, good ripples. She brought
Fuck
a friend
yeah.
outside, and I had to wait because
Oh
I
my
wasn't
God.
gonna pop it with a friend around.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So I would like to reiterate even more aggressively what I just said. You need to make this not be her power. You need to just walk away from, just be like, hey, look it. I actually decided that I think I'm just gonna go with my friends instead. I'd rather go with my friends instead. Just like a light. You don't be like, fuck you, bitch. Just be like, a little low key jab like that. Like I'd rather go with my friends. So, thank you very much for, whatever, fuck off. And then you're good to go. And then you can go hang out with your boys and have a good night instead of like her probably being kind of a fucking annoying person. It's not gonna, fuck that shit. In my opinion, Tucker, you can go on.
Well,
Sorry.
I think you should do that, but my reasoning is that like the whole night is gonna be a nightmare if you go with this person that you're going just as friends, because you're like, do I have to hang around her, and she might just like leave you and go hang out with her friends, and then you're just like sitting there alone. You feel like an idiot or whatever the fuck. Like it's better to just go with your friends and not think about every step you make the whole night. Just have fun with the boys. Or
especially your senior, your last one, dude. The boys is kind of always the answer.
And the reason why me and Dex keep saying the boys, and I'm assuming your friend group is a mixed bag. The boys is we went to all boys school, so that's what we think of when we think of homecoming, where it's just it's all the boys.
It's a pretty big group, and I'm like the last one to not have a date.
Who gives a shit, dog?
Dude, I didn't.
I haven't
fuck
thought
with
about
it.
prom or homecoming since 2 weeks after I went to prom and homecoming. Like it's really
It is. Yeah, that and class rings
overdone.
are
Yeah,
fucking
don't buy a
stupid.
class ring. First of all, don't.
I
fucking do
sold
it.
class rings. Don't get a class ring.
It's a
And
scam.
I mean, you probably already got one, right?
Yeah, I already got one.
Yeah,
I didn't pay for it. I didn't pay for it. I don't care.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. For sure. I also didn't go to any of my own personal proms. I went to a couple like of other people's, and I'm glad I didn't go to mine, and I wish I didn't go to theirs because I personally fucking hate dancing, and I'd rather go out and party
Not
or
only
like
that,
go
you're
have a real week.
You're dancing sober most of the time, unless you sneak booze in. It's just
Well, he's a senior. He's doing most things sober, I would imagine.
that's what I'm saying. But when you're an adult, I can get my groove on the dance floor if I have a couple of shots of rump in me. You know, I'm a 21 or older, over 21. I can get a little moving. But like, you know, dancing sober is one of the worst things you can ever with
Yeah.
people around. And
That is the ultimate overthink situation.
Yeah,
like
it's terrible.
yeah,
so you just
fuck that
fucking
shit.
groove with the boys and the girls in your group, and just throw some elbows, get low with it, and just make each other laugh. Have that fun
Yeah,
night.
try to find a after
Yeah.
party and make your moves there. I would say.
Yeah,
Can I hit you with a double trouble?
sure.
Absolutely.
I've got a story about my friend who got asked to the same dance.
All right.
He
Is it a
was
boy?
up late. He was up late texting this girl for like 2 hours, and she's sitting here trying to edit him to go to homecoming. And he comes to school the next day, and the signs are obvious. Like he's getting pulled. She's pulling like, maybe you can come along and have fun with us. Like she's dropping hints left and right, and I tell him about it, and then he goes home and he texts her and he says, "You know what? I'd be down to go if you would go with me." And he pulls it real smooth. And they go a couple of days, and she's super excited, and then she backs out on him.
Oh.
What?
Like 4 days in, she was super happy. She was dress shopping and everything, and then she just backs out on him.
That's gotta be something in her friend group.
Or something in her life. Like,
Friend group, probably.
regardless, that's
She hit him with a test. It's like, I think the feelings I had were just platonic, and I don't know. Our
wow,
friend groups
damn,
are very similar.
something. Yo.
Like she tried to go into the friend group, and everyone in my friend group was like super happy. So we kind of egged it on a lot. And maybe it might have been our fault, might not have been, but
maybe extra pressure or whatever. I wouldn't. If your friend
just
is
ride
listening,
the fucking homecoming. Yeah.
Just
he's not even planning on going. You gotta tell me how to get him convinced to go.
tell him everything we just told you. It's not about going with someone, especially homecoming. Homecoming is really not that important. With the,
What is? Oh, it's homecoming.
Yeah, it's not prom.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Fuck homecoming, bro. I never
Just
went to
goof.
any of that shit.
Just
oh my god!
Well,
I do.
where are you from, Dad?
I'm from
Oh, yeah.
Southern Illinois.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Podunk Town.
Yeah, and they play football pretty hard there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a way bigger.
yeah.
thing
I'm
for them.
pretty football built myself.
Yeah, you all
Oh,
are. You're
fuck yeah,
cornbread
dude.
fed. You fucking crazy Midwesterns.
Like 6'4".
Yeah.
Like 6'4".
Is that picture of you?
No, that's
Okay.
a funny Dell ad I found. That man has no net. It's hilarious.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say. 'cause
Imagine if that was him in senior year of high school.
I'd be pumped.
I'd be
dude.
like, dude, you're lying.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, regardless, we're running over time. But listen to what we said. Tell your friend the same thing we told him. Fucking go for the friends. You're going to make memories with the people you love, not trying to work
I
your way
still
into it.
say to throw a small shot in the "I'm not going with you" text. By the way, just to keep your power where it needs to be, because she's,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Power wasn't the word.
All
That
right,
sounds
fish
weird.
stick.
Thank you, Father. Thank you, Dad. Have a blessed day.
You too.
Later, homie. You too. What's the word I'm looking for? Because it's not power. It's not power.
Esteem.
Do you know? Yeah, I guess. Like you got to keep your I guess your public image
I guess,
in check
yeah.
a little bit. Can't let her just be running around.
High nut supplier.
Oh,
Hi.
hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm gonna give the context here. I'm 15,
Okay.
and with the girls also 15. The story started in early January. So I met this girl on Snapchat. She added me. For 10 days I didn't accept her request. I randomly told my friend, should I accept it? He did a toss to accept it or not, and it landed on tails, so I accepted it. Yeah. Fast forward, we started talking. We started talking daily. It's 1 month. After the lockdown, school finally opened, and we started roaming around.
she was is also in the same standard as me. So we started roaming around every day, like we holded hands and stuff like that, and we knew
Okay.
each other and stuff. Okay, like then she started getting possessive of me. She literally manipulated me. Like, sorry for my bad English.
You use the word manipulate. That's more than most Americans can do. So
Yeah. So she did that and like told me like my friends are toxic. Like I should leave them because like I used to spend less time with her and more time with my friends. So she did that, and like I left my homies over like 6 to 8 years of for her. So bro, bro, wait. Like then I started hanging out for 2 to 3 months more. Then like she started getting toxic, more and more toxic and toxic and toxic. Like I literally was in depression with her. And like then one of my old friends like told me wake up, and like I finally like left her.
yeah.
Yeah. I left her. Like all of my friend circle was dead, up in depressed state after her. Then like she wouldn't leave me after that also. Like every single girl I would talk to, she would go up to her and tell her I was manipulative, I was toxic. Well, she was the one who was toxic.
Right.
Do that it?
And also,
Okay.
also one more thing.
Yeah.
Like he also got like in 20-year-old, a 20 full grown 20-year-old to fucking threaten me because like to say sorry to her because I was toxic. To say sorry to her. And the guy sent gun and threatened to shoot me.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? Bro, that dude's
Yeah.
a punk bitch. Fuck him. What the fuck? How old are you? You said 15?
15.
That dude
is a pedophile.
Is not shooting anybody and is a pedophile. That's a good point, Tucker. Didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Why is he talking to her?
I don't even know.
Yeah, because he's a pedophile. That's
he's a
fine,
gross.
right?
He's a gross guy. Who
Yeah.
can only manipulate children.
Exactly.
So there's some lessons here. First of all, now we can locate some red flags. You'll be able to see that further on in the future, earlier on, and you can figure out if someone's gonna be a fucking nightmare or not. Second of all, never, within the first 3 months of dating someone, cut off friends for them. Never.
Or ever, basically, unless,
unless someone's coming in, like we said, if someone comes in and saves your life because you're dealing, you're with the fucking ruffians and someone's actually like trying to help you. That's rare and it doesn't happen all the time. But if you're like two years in a relationship with someone, they're like, hey, listen, your friends are like stealing license plates and taking carburetors and shit. Like maybe look around and
yeah.
What is it?
Catalytic converters.
Catalytic converters. Like,
no one's taking carburetors.
Whatever, dude. I don't know fucking cars. Anyway, I'm just saying, never leave. Don't, especially at your age, friends. You need to have your friends, and I'm glad that you're still friends with some of these people that you left. But you need to be more aware of that. That friends are hard to find, and love interests will come and go. So always keep your friends close to your heart.
Like only one friend stayed to me. Like all of my friends are gone. Still, they haven't come back. Only one.
Well, you're lucky to have that one, because it's very frustrating as a friend to watch your friend ditch all his homies for a girl, and that's just like what the fuck. It's very frustrating.
Any of my homies that do that do not get talked to again.
Yeah,
that person's gone. Your phone number gone.
I was one of the most hated guys in my friends. I was the most hated guy in my friends circle for like the whole time I dated that girl. Like everyone told me to leave her, but I was like so fucking deep into her. Like I couldn't leave her. Yeah, sorry, I just told the story in very short because it's
No, that's
3:30
fine.
No,
that's fine. But let this be a one-time thing. Don't do it again, right?
And
Because some
also-
guys do this all the time. Don't do that again.
You're also
That's not good.
15.
Yeah.
So it's like this is
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you get good friends. So
Yeah.
don't worry too much about that. This is when you find like people that actually give a shit. Because before high school, 14, 13 and all, and like you're just friends with people because they're close to you. Now you can go out and find people that you actually like. So keep that in mind. You didn't lose a lot. You lost a bunch, but you didn't lose everything. Just fucking focus on you.
Yeah, I found a new girl now. I found a new girl who's like actually cares about me and actually is like supports me. Like the last girl also like didn't support me at all.
Yeah.
Like she actually like she just used me for some like everything. Like I'm one of the nerd. Like I'm a nerd, so she just used me for notes and shit.
Oh.
Most of the time.
Oh, fuck her, bro. No, you're not giving notes out to anybody else ever again. All right, we're not doing that. There's no reason for her to need that. Fuck her. Do not, or anybody. guy, don't be giving your notes up.
All right. We're in a good spot here now. Take our advice and run with it. Nut Supplier. What an insane name you have.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, I like the energy.
All right.
That's
Bless your heart, son.
Yeah, good luck. Don't get shot.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's so funny that
Shot?
he's like, I'm a nerd. Like, I got played by a girl. She takes my notes, and his name is Nut Supplier. So proud of him for having that internet.
I wonder. I want to know if where that is happening. That there's a 20-year-old threatening a 15-year-old
with a gun.
This whole yeah.
It must be America, right?
Yeah, probably just. I don't know. I just kind of wanted to know. I didn't want to ask though because I didn't.
Yeah, you don't want to. So that classic "Where are you from?" question when someone has an accent.
Yeah, because they have an accent, and then I was like a prick. But they were kind of asking in the chat too, so I don't know. I didn't want to be the one to ask. Thought maybe you'd pull the trigger. So.
Did I ever tell you that story where there was that kid in my friend group who had I think he was Pakistani and he had an accent, and I was like, "Oh, where are you from?" And I was like, "Not." He was like Indiana, and I was like, "That's what I was asking." Like I wasn't asking like what country are your parents from. I literally was just trying to figure out more about you because we're in Chicago and everyone's from a bunch of different places. Like I was totally.
And I just want to be friends, dude. I'm so sorry.
So sorry. Like I know you get that question a lot, and it's by racist white people. I'm just asking like, what college do you attend? Like I did not mean whatever. So I get that you were trying to be safe about that.
Yeah.
Can you read that? I am
Maddie. You fucking moron.
No, you idiot. There's not an extra M. It's.
You don't think that's just mushed in there though? Like it's I am Maddie.
No, we'll find out.
Hey, what's up?
How do you pronounce your name?
It's actually a nickname. It's Adi.
No. Your Discord name.
Yeah. It's a nickname. It's I am Adi.
Oh, get smoked. Anyways, what can I do?
Oh fuck. Okay.
Hey man, so I'm actually, I guess I'll give you some background. I'm like 21, and a couple years back, I worked at Hy-Vee. I think you guys have that over in Illinois, right?
What is it?
No idea what that is.
It's a grocery store.
Oh, we don't have that, no. But I know what you're talking about.
Anyway, yeah. So I used to work there, and there was like this girl that I liked, and I didn't really ever talk to her, kind of because I was too anxious to. And so that's kind of where it ended. And then like 4 weeks ago, I went to the bars. I'm 21 now, so I went and I actually ran into her, and I saw her across the bar, and I didn't really say anything to her because I figured since we didn't really talk, she probably didn't remember me.
Mm-hmm.
But then she came up to me and started like, she's like, "Hey, what's up? Like, it's been so long, blah blah blah. Do you want a drink?" She bought me a shot of tequila, Jack and Coke, and then she gave me the rest of her White Claw, and we talked for like 2 hours, and I got her Snap and everything, and I drove her home, and then I snapped
what do you
her
mean you
later.
drove her home, bro? You were a little bit half in the bag there.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let it slide. Go on.
Take his keys. Go ahead.
Yeah. So anyway, later in the week, I messaged her, and we had like a little bit of a conversation going, but what happened was I got really fucking busy with school. I had like an exam. I had rush week for my fraternity. I had a bunch of shit going on. My mom got surgery, so I haven't really been on Snapchat for like the past 3 weeks, and that's the last time I messaged her. So I don't know what to do now.
You just say everything you just told us.
Okay, is that just like the best thing to do?
Yes, because it's showing that you feel bad that you've been so busy, but you can't just be like, "Hey, what's up? I'm back." Like you just be like, "Oh my god, like listen, I've been like swamped with shit. I feel so bad. I really like talking to you. I just have been like fucking hammered." You can break down all the stuff you had to deal with. You don't have to list it out in like a paragraph form, but you can just be like, "My mom had surgery," which is a big one that's really heartfelt, and you can also just be like, "I had a big test," or whatever the fuck. I wouldn't bring up bid day. You don't know. Or the guys don't call it bid day. What is it? Rush week.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I don't know. There's, people get aren't that into the frat.
Yeah.
But regardless, just fucking lay it down like that. Be like, "So what's up? Like, I'm sorry I haven't been talking to you," and then you can just go from there. It's the best way to do it.
All right. Awesome. Okay.
You also don't. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I just really, if I could, you don't necessarily. You could just go in and like test the waters first. See what you're working with. You know what I mean? Just be like, "Hey."
Yeah, but listen,
and see how if she's just like, "Hey."
Yeah, but
then you don't have to explain yourself.
But if you say hey and she doesn't respond, and then you give the paragraph text, it looks like you were just saying it because now you realize that you messed up.
True. Yeah.
So what? Then he still realized he messed up.
See, that's why you have less friends than me, Dex, because people don't like that.
What? Whatever, dude. I don't think. I'm pretty sure. You can just fucking test the fucking waters, dude. You can just find out what if she. I guarantee you, you don't even have to do that. Is my point. But Tucker does have more friends than me, so I don't know. If you're trying to make friends,
If you're trying
then
to have
give her
legitimate,
the fucking paragraph, make her seem like you know.
you care.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
But don't
All
over.
right, what's the second thing?
The second thing is I want to invite her out, but I live in Iowa, so there's not a lot to do here. So what would be like a good
Well,
like?
she also lives in Iowa, right?
Yes.
So you're both on the same base level. It's not like you have to.
True.
Maybe you both know
Well,
where
what's he
you're
gonna
at
do?
sucks.
Yeah. Okay.
So
That's fair.
You have a car?
Huh? Yeah, I've got a car.
Go for a drive.
Yeah, go for a drive. That's the ultimate. I've said it on this podcast on this thing before. Going for a drive is the ultimate. Like, it's the ultimate, bro. You can do it. It's just the best. You can fucking pull over and talk, or you can drive and talk. But if you go to the movies, you're not gonna talk. If you go out to dinner, you're gonna be eating, and it's awkward to eat and talk. It's like the fucking, and it's like it's basically fucking free. And you can really, work your personality and
And-
figure out hers at the same time.
And if
in
it gets a little
2 hour
stale,
ride.
you're in the car. You can just go somewhere. You can go get ice cream. You can go, like someone said,
You can just
bowling.
go look at cows.
Bowling is fun. Bowling.
Scream moo at cows.
For sure. For sure.
All
All
right.
right. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah, dude. Good luck.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bless your heart.
I really think people underestimate that advice, and I hope that someone eventually does take it. That just get in the fucking car and drive around. I promise you, that is the literal fucking ultimate first date. You don't. It's free, so you're not risking a shitty first date. And just be fucking yourself. Talk to them like you're your friend. I'm not gonna give.
Talk to them like you're pretending they're a person. That's a really good way to get a girl to like you.
Whatever. Just fucking get the next one in here. I'm ready to.
Solaris. Solaris. I gotta piss like a racehorse. But
Okay.
I don't want to leave you unattended.
Yeah, that's probably not the right idea. But
Hello?
you can. What's up, homie?
Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
So, first of all, how have you guys been today?
My stomach's a nightmare. How about you, Dex?
Good. Good. Thank you for asking.
Well, glad to know one of you are doing fine.
I'm doing great.
So, okay. So, last month I got out of a 9-month relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and that was like probably the third relationship I had ever been in, and the longest. So I was really attached to that person, and I broke up with them because we wouldn't really be seeing each other as often.
Mm-hmm.
And so, first of all, I'm a freshman.
In college or high school?
In high school?
Yeah.
Okay.
In high school.
Okay.
I'm a freshman in high school, and we're going to different high schools, so I thought that would kind of like make things hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized it's not that we go to different high schools, it's that whoever I'm in a relationship with, I have to actively see. Like, if it's an after-school thing, or if we know each other and just meet up that much. But I was having a lot of rebound crushes, which made me really uncomfortable because it felt like, even though I wasn't really making moves on any of them, it made me feel like a player.
Right.
And, but after I got out of that, I realized I had my first genuine crush on someone, and it made me feel really good. Because, like, the feeling of being in love is one of the best things ever.
Oh, yeah. Notably.
At least to me.
Mm-hmm.
And so just, like, being able to experience how I used to feel was, like, super exciting for me, and I got really attached to that. But the guy I'm, like, trying to see if I have a chance with is a sophomore, and I'm friends with a few sophomores, so we all kind of know each other. And he has a twin brother, and they're complete opposites. His brother isn't really essential, but the guy I'm trying to talk to is... I've been told he's trying to play hard to get, which...
That's cringe.
Doesn't that mean they don't really like you? Because he'll...
No. Well,
Like,
Go
I'll
ahead.
I'll jokingly say something mean, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, but I don't mean that." And he says, "It's not like I care or anything." Like he plays it
Okay.
off.
Yeah.
Very
But he's
sophomore. Ugh.
he's a
Fuck
very
yeah.
genuine person. No, I shouldn't say that. Like we met because there's like I'm a band kid, okay? Not the cringe band kid. I'm just in band.
Said
And
the
there are
cringe band
practice
kid.
rooms.
That's what all the cringe band kids say.
No.
But no, I get it.
There are practice rooms with pianos in it. And I go to the practice rooms because they're like my safe space. And I'm not that good at piano, but I can play it. And we just met through there. So every lunch hour we meet there, and I just listen to him play piano the whole entire time.
Uh-huh.
And that was just how it was. But I realized because some drama kind of went down with like my friend who's also a sophomore and friends with him. She was really, at first she was saying, take your time, you have all of high school, like see if you really like this dude first. And then like after a week she completely switched up and was almost pressuring me to ask him out after she had told me to take my time. And then I also found out through him that she had mentioned that she wouldn't mind dating him. So that was a little depressing for a bit.
What the fuck?
That's so messy.
And so with all of that added up and the fact that like he's kind of giving me mixed signals because I think he's the kind of person who's always like, not that I really care or anything, but also like when it feels like he's trying to do something, it's really sweet, at least to me. Maybe not to other people. And so I would get really excited about it. And another thing too is that I think the reason why I'm so attached to this, one, because again, first, crush outside of a rebound, and two, we're the same ethnicity, which it's really hard to find someone, like at least the ethnicity I am, it's hard to find another person like that. And with traditional parents, they want you to be with another person of the same ethnicity as you. So it was kind of like, yo, I found
I was gonna
a
say,
good
like,
one.
not only that, but he's also dope. So like, it's just like,
yeah. Bonus points.
Okay.
But then I recently realized today, actually, that I'm doing a lot more work than I should be just to even get a chance with this guy. Because another thing we talked about where he like slowly started opening up was that, and I've experienced this too, I thought I was the only one. It's when you're really infatuated with like your crush, like head over heels, but then when you actually date them, those feelings diminish.
Yeah. It's the chase. You like the chase.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
it's like you have a bigger crush on them not being with them.
The thing about two things I want to say so far. One, going off that, kids these days, as I shake my fist at my lawn, is they don't understand what dating is. Like, the whole point of dating is to figure out if you actually like them. That's what
Right.
dating is. It's not like, okay, we're here now. This is forever. Like, no, especially at your age, like, you start dating someone, you're like, okay, let's see what you can do for a relationship. And if the feelings don't diminish, then you keep dating. Or they're going to diminish a little bit. That's just like, it's the chase. But if, if they still keep it up, it's still fun and exciting, then you date them. And if it fucking falls apart, you tried, but,
Yeah.
different strokes for different folks. And also, I want to say, it's very funny because you seem to be a little bit of an overthinker. Am I wrong in saying that?
Oh my god, I absolutely am,
Okay.
because there's a little more.
Well, real quick, I want to say, like, you said, like, yeah, I don't think you should be trying that hard for this or whatever, but, like, he's like, you said, like, oh, he does this, and I don't know what he means by that, and
Yeah.
then he says this. I want you to know, as however old he is, 15 or 16-year-old guy in high school, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He's not really trying to play mind games here. He's just...
I think he is.
I think
because
at the end of it,
he acts like he's dumb.
it's you act like you're dumb. Yes, exactly. It's self-preservation. It's not to... Oh, what do you think? I think he's just trying to protect... It's an
You're
easy
wrong.
way to be like, pretend like you don't care, and then whenever things happen for you, like, oh, cool, it's cool, whatever. But if he does care, it's a lot easier to just pretend like you don't. That way you don't look like a fucking idiot. What do you think, Dex?
I don't know. I used to say that all the time, and that's not what I was doing. I was
Yes, it is.
just trying to.
Yes, it
No.
is.
No, I just think that kid's. What do you think? I'm sorry, Solaris. I couldn't hear over him. You think he's playing mind games, or you don't?
I don't think he's leading me on at all, but like I can't tell if certain things are like signs or if it's just him being him.
I'm pretty sure he sounds exactly like 15, 16-year-old me. He sounds like he's doing exactly what I used to do. That's exactly how I used to talk, and
Oh.
it sounds dead on to me. I don't know why that doesn't sound like that to you, Tucker. I mean, yeah, like some people will be like that, but if he's consistently doing that and like you guys are hanging out a lot and shit, like I don't know. I don't know. But what if you said you had something else? I'm sorry, but that just I would just be on my fucking toes around this kid. I don't know. I think he knows exactly what the fuck he's doing. It sounds like, and I don't know.
What's the
Just
other
be
thing?
careful. Yep.
Okay, so what made me realize that I feel like I'm doing more work than I should, as in like I'm trying too hard to like not really impress him, but not to look dumb, is that I recently met like a new friend group, and they're all really nice people, and one of the guys in it, like he's just a relatively friendly person.
Mm-hmm.
And we just had like a lot of really nice moments together today, and then just like bonded over music yesterday. So it's like, you know, that's nice. I specifically told myself I don't have a crush on this dude. I just think he's cool and my type. But today I was even like contemplating because I realized I feel so much more comfortable calling whatever I was feeling towards that guy a crush than the sophomore, because I've known the sophomore for a few weeks now. I've always known who he was, but we weren't really friends until a few weeks ago, and I still feel like I'm tiptoeing around trying to be cool. But then with this person who I met a few days ago, well, again, I've always known who he was, but like didn't really become friends with him till a few days ago. I feel so at ease, and like I can just naturally be myself, and I think it's because he's also a freshman.
Yeah.
But also, like, it's just, I'm not tiptoeing, I can breathe, and it's just genuinely being friends, but he's just a really friendly person, but teasing too. And literally, in the in the waiting room, he tried calling me because, before school ended today, we both do band together, so we see each other a bit. Before school ended today, I accidentally brought up his ex, and I didn't know if he was still in a relationship or not, but I brought up his ex, who he didn't have a good experience with, and I was worried that I crossed a boundary with it, so I messaged him, like, hey, sorry if I crossed any boundaries, you know, and I tried to communicate that, and, like, that I'll be careful with it in the future. And we just had like this whole discussion about, let's make a plan to communicate with each other well, because if that did make me uncomfortable, it's my job to tell you.
This guy seems dope.
I know, which is why it's like, I feel like this is such. I'm really split now, because this person is super cool, and I feel a lot more comfortable around him, but also, one, I don't want to get my hopes up and jump right into something else. And two, the sophomore, like, even earlier today, I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be chasing after this guy, because I see more cons than pros, and even if we did date, I have no idea what it'd be like.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking that until we saw each other again today. And I will say one thing. He did skip like 10 minutes of his math class to come see me because I had a study hall. So he did that once, and then he kind of did that again today. And so just seeing him again and interacting with him kind of like reversed everything I was thinking, and I almost wanted to like come clean at that moment and be like, hey, you know I like you, right? But with no intentions on trying to ask him out, just kind of like saying it to get it out there.
All right.
Can I have a quick question? It's fucking September 23rd, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was about to bring this up. That's
When
crazy.
did you start school?
September 1st.
Slow her down, I would say. I would say slow her down a
You're
little
making
bit.
a lot of big decisions way too quickly.
Yeah, especially as a freshman, you just kind of probably want to lay low for a little bit and not. I mean, you don't. Maybe not. I don't give a fuck. If you want to get in there, and make some waves, do it. But I think you need to be considering options on a much wider plane, and I wouldn't narrow in on individuals as or do it. But I think you got a lot, like your friend said too, like just ride her out a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's what scared me too, and like kept me from doing anything, because I was like, what if he does reciprocate these feelings and we start dating? Like, that's very early, and I'm cutting off any like future potential things that could be a lot better than this.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so just slow it down. I would say just consider. You got to look at it as like, a marathon, not a sprint for sure. September 23rd. There's way too much going on. I would say and you can definitely, because you don't want to, bite the shitty apple and then the good one pulls up.
Yeah. I know one of the last people said this, but it's also like homecoming season too in the next 2 weeks for me.
Well,
everyone's just kind of talking about that stuff, and it's
freshman,
like,
don't worry too much about that.
Yeah,
like
junior year is the one that I feel like is the peak.
Well, like with being a freshman for homecoming, it's not expected that you have like 3 weeks to find someone. You're just scrambling to find someone that's worth it.
Well, the thing is how where I live, it's like, my elementary school and another middle school, all the people who live in that area go to one high school, and the middle school I went to, like all those kids plus another middle school go to the other high school. So most of the kids already know each other or dating each other.
Regardless, you're once again thinking way too much about these things. You're worried about things that aren't even a problem. Like, I would say for the new dude that you've known for 2 days and you're already into, fucking wait it out on that, see if he's a creep or not. That's not enough time to figure out what someone's doing.
I'm not gonna do anything rash too fast.
Okay. But everything you're worried about, it'll be all settled, I bet, within the next 2 months maximum.
I was just gonna say, call back at Christmas. I would love to know what's going on around Christmas.
Okay.
Okay.
It'll be a whole new world for you.
Well, in all fairness, there have been 5 people who've tried to hit on me this month.
Yeah, because you're new.
And it's a surprise for me because I don't consider myself an attractive person, and 4 of those people go to the other high school, and I didn't speak to any of them since 6th grade. Since 6th grade.
Oh
yeah.
Take the ego boost and run with it.
Even more to our point, just ride her out.
All right.
We wish you all the luck.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Bless your heart.
Later.
All right, let's get Subdub in here. We're gonna go over time, but he's been waiting a while. Subdub.
So sub?
Senor Sub?
Subdub?
Subby Dubby?
Oh my god, hi.
Hi.
I'm gonna be quiet because my dad's on a date in the other room, which is great.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a story and a question and another thing. Okay. So, is it okay? Because my friend really pissed me off. Is it okay? Because I have his mum's number. Is it okay? Like out of spite.
Yes.
Is it okay if I hit on his mum?
Yes.
No.
What'd he do?
How old are you?
Yeah, how old are you?
15.
You little perv. No.
Oh my god, bro. Whoa. What'd he do?
Okay, so it's the same girl that I'm having a problem with. Like we're all in like this group type thing, and he went out with this girl, and he kind of got me, but kind of like I gotta be quiet. He wanted to break up with her, but he kind of. Gave me information, knowing that I was seeing her, knowing that I was spending the day with her.
Yeah.
The very next day.
Sure.
And since we're really close, the girl knew something was wrong. So then him and the girl were peer pressuring me for a month, and I had a mental breakdown, and then I eventually it all just happened, and then he went at the very end. Oh yeah, I meant for you to do that. I told you because I knew you were gonna crack under the peer pressure. So I want to hit on his mum.
Okay, brother, do it. Do not even hesitate on that. Start firing those texts off right now. And let me tell you, if his mother comes back, that is her problem and his problem, not yours.
Text.
Fuck that kid.
She's
what?
not gonna respond to him. He's 15 years old.
Well, first of all, we don't know that. Second, we're gonna find out. Second of all, just be
We don't want him to hook up with a
respectful about it,
30 to
dude.
40-year-old mother.
Well, no, it's not. But we do want him to be spitefully hitting on that kid's mom. I think, right? Right,
I
Sub Dub?
mean, fair, an eye for an eye.
This kid is got the energy of a stallion.
Listen, nowhere in 1,000 years would I ever think to hit on a dude's mom at 15 in order to get back at him. So I'll give you props for that. And if
I have.
Okay. And if you want to fucking get it done, that's a great way to make someone absolutely rip-roaring pissed. So, go for it.
Does he have a sister? Does he have a
I mean,
sister?
he's a very violent person. I mean, he's very
Yeah.
like he's a terrifying man. I mean,
You sound kind of scary. You take him? Do you think you could take him?
No.
Okay. Well, you sound. Fuck. All right. Well, all right. At least you know where you're at.
Also, my second story. I came in here like I think it was like a month ago, and I talked about like Italy. Do you remember that?
What?
I don't, but I love your
Okay.
accent.
Yeah,
Love it.
I'm from Great Britain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, got
And I was worried about this this trip to Italy because I thought this I have this problem. I don't know what it is. I have this problem where like a bunch of just different men keep on trying to hit on me even though I'm
Oh,
straight.
yeah, I remember you. Yeah.
Yeah. So that did happen, but not with the guy I was worried about. But
Right.
I have a different story. I met this Italian guy, which is like friend of a friend. And it was like this Italian chav. I'm not sure if you know what a chav is,
I
but
know
in
what a
England.
chav is. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
oh,
their
yeah.
white trash.
Yeah.
I
like
know
a-
what it is.
All right, just checking.
Yeah, like a proper like an Italian chav, and they're really racist.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're very racist. They're also very violent. I actually ran into a racist Italian dog as well, which was interesting.
Okay.
And this guy, he breaks up with his girlfriend and gets extremely drunk, and this violent racist Italian at 12 o'clock at night, he's walking around, and he peer pressures me into drinking, and he's like, "We're gonna come and find you some girls. We're gonna come and find you some girls," and he whips out this bracelet. And he whips out a lighter and he goes, "Oh yeah, it's Italian tradition to set fire to things when you break up with your girlfriend." And
Okay.
How old is
he's-
this person?
Yeah.
he's like the same age as me.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought for some reason I thought this was like a
A
full grown
35-year-old man tugging you by
Okay.
your arm throughout Italy. Okay, so he's
Yeah.
your age.
All right. Okay.
I mean, I couldn't really tell. He was also terrifying. There was this other adult that offered me beer and cigarettes.
Let's focus on
but-
the kid.
The kid.
The kid. He sets fire to this bracelet like on this wooden bench, and then he gets carried away because he's drunk, and then he sets fire to the bench. Well, not what he attempts to, but he's sitting there, and I'm just standing there staring at him.
As
and
he
he's
just holds
sit-
a lighter under a bench as if it's gonna fucking burst into flames.
and he's sitting there, and I'm waiting there for like an hour, and it's 12 o'clock at night.
I got it! You wait right there.
And he's just sitting there, and he's like, there's tears in his eyes, and he's trying to set fire to this bench. and he fails, so then he just starts kicking the bench, like that's gonna solve the problem.
Are you terrified? Are you standing there like, how the fuck do I get out of this?
I was terrified. I was drunk. I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Because I didn't know where I was. I was like in the middle of nowhere. We were in this like park. It was so bad.
I'm just laughing
Wow.
so hard at the thought of you like just being like, who's this friendly guy? He's like, yeah, we burn things in Italy, and then he like lights his fucking neck
Takes his
bracelet on
dick
fire,
out.
and you're just like, oh, what's that? And then he just starts weeping violently as he's trying to light a bench on fire, which is so impossible to do unless you have gasoline. Holding a lighter against something is just gonna make it black. It's not gonna light anything on fire, and you're just
Yeah.
standing there fucking tapping your
Gosh.
foot, so scared. I would be terrified, but
It was so random. I was just staring, and I was like, "Shit, man, we gotta get out of here." Jesus fucking Christ!
Oh my
What are
Yeah.
we gonna do? Anyway, we walk home, and he tries to get me to, buy him cigarettes. Like, tears in his eyes, still with the lighter in his hand. He carried the lighter for like an hour.
Right.
I don't know what he was planning to do.
Oh, you're
with
not
it.
gonna get rid of the lighter, but go on.
You can put it in your pocket.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
So we're walking home, and he tries to get me to buy cigarettes. So I don't know what the fuck to say, and I'm just standing there, and like, oh my god, that's where I live. And then he starts getting angry with the lighter, and he's like, "You buy me you like in a strong like Italian accent. You'll buy me cigarettes.
You buy me cigarettes."
I don't. Yeah, and then I'm like, I just start like running,
Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I just shut the door. It was so awkward because I ran into the guy the very next day. Yeah, it wasn't fun.
Bro, have
I would
some
imagine he-
self-preservation skills. Don't get
Yeah,
yourself in
that's
those
true.
situations.
That's true. Maybe don't do that again. Yeah, or do it.
I don't even know how I get myself into these situations. Like, I didn't
Wow.
do that on purpose. It's like a friend of a friend.
It does, you did open the call with, should I be, spitefully hitting on my mom's friend? So I feel like, you're kind of the type of person that's going to be in situations. Just generally, situations. It's your energy. I love it. I love the energy. I think you
Thank
should stay
you.
on it. Yeah, no, yeah, thank you, dude. This is a great way to wrap this up, I think. I'm glad we gave you your time.
Good
Phenomenal.
I also got accused of being a drug mule the other day.
Okay, we'll cover that in the next episode, Pimp.
Okay. I was
But
gonna talk about the girl problem, but we kind of got carried away with the other story. So
Yeah, we'll get.
Yeah.
There's always
We will
tomorrow.
get into it. Yeah, please queue early sometime. I would love to talk to you more.
Lights
Great.
up.
I will. Thank you.
Get
Thank
after
you
it,
so much.
brother.
Bless
Hell
you.
yeah.
Golly.
Loved that fucking kid.
All right, we're
Loved
I
that
gotta-
from the second he came in.
I gotta start
What?
getting my shit together, so we're starting the raid immediately. 61, 71, 79, 81. Can we get to 100? Probably not. All right, 83. I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Oh, I didn't do the Patreons. Oop.
Dead fish. Fuck yeah, I see that.
I'll do
Fuck
2
yeah,
Patreon
you win.
streams next week. Sorry, this week has been a nightmare. I'll see you guys on Wednesday.